what that you know who LGBTQ plus bill no aba case for Sumana Bagbe Saso Beka say and Sanson Fanko Babi Enkoye Hojuma. What do you know? One. What be sound who say bill no pa den ne woman tia. I say NPP, NDC, Ubia Eye Kokwasa Ewo bill in the sign like have you thought of it? What do you know? And then member on the Foreign Affairs Committee, I was say MP for Bosome Freho, Abe Reveli Secrete bi. Na me pese o come when ye hwe video no full na yendi ho nkomo na o say bill letters a ya tro EU one African Union for AIDS Commission letters a wo ma tro e dia bre warnings a ewuma wo mo dia bre committee Foreign Affairs Committee ne rights Human Rights Committee or Parliament. You have no idea. And or can some secrets be how and why Abambagbe it takes a step on. The person Otobo ni na ye jibre ni ti nkomo a full conversation. It was started from the primary stage of the bill to the secondary stage. A woman take time. Be cool, be calm, and listen to the conversation. Obeti process ni na say. In fact, me Matthias say, I'm a man who said, any when ti, ena emrano, yen to me sign. I didn't say and sign because inside that bill no so no, beyond Ghana, and Uria, you will judge and come to conclusion say, a bad day say be a bit na sign is a bill. Yen go tie.
Now, Yanko Parliament, it's last week.
Yeah, Friday.
Asemwa esi ohonumwa. Ubia edi hu enkomo. Esemra sebu yafo makwahye mra. Mra makwahye no. Ase motutu mra nim. Na modiaba Sunday the minority no eye ho press conference LGBTQ plus. Some of us, say, the NDC took advantage of it. And many people in the 2024 elections. So we were expecting them, said, yes, some George Becker say, Kenya for the mobile. Yemrani na in the 8th parliament, no Beji, and Umuyi Digan and if you know Digana, Kenya and Show Kiki. And one Umuyusu. Until it says, Ananka, 8th parliament, no, 9th parliament, Musumobaya, and also much chance as a Sunday ticket. Na mo dia koto ni aye eba ne say
me da wase bra na memma a brief background
yeah
odi a campaign ye na odi mu akotini 2016 campaign MPP na do da kwakufado ya nhye obi abo say e be LGBTQ bi
yeah
in fact throughout 2016 to 2020 it was never a conversation. Are you telling me, say, enunti sebi, say, obi ebano enemu no ye adia any say ya na mudinia. We didn't have laws to deal with that issue.
Yeah, we
had laws. 2020 campaign ayekoye. Bra, and also yani obi anche eni ngomobia. Because ufa LGBTQ lawyer edi ebi ewo Children's Act yakofa bi free Children's Act ni mu yakofa bi free Marriage Act mu yakofa bi free Criminal Act mu your constitution is clear on the position any de chichire your friend is saying act way what you say na de chichire act way your honor 7 NDC members 7 Dafiame po your friend say Bejra Elentonso Ritanadole Suhini Sam George Nankasa 7 and inua intim for your MPP ko kan 8 and mo ko tro mra we e bae in fact that time no na parliament near 137 in fact it was one of the hottest parliament asem no bibia eshi because obi entie obi amu obi opportunity more thing bra if you would recall so obekaya honorable Anyimedu o propose o kan clauses bi ho asem ewo emra we mu ye tag Anyimedu say ono de ososo sa de so
I remember
chale na bibie ni obeka Sam George betie in fact obekaya the late Akoto Ampao Sheshe ono cry raise some legitimate human rights issues bi ewa ha yes Sheshe ososo oba ni oba da so ni mema da so it became hot at a point parliament honorable speaker Bagbe obisa ye say wa o utia bill no sorry gina ho na obehu nia o manfo na Ghana for the bayo. That was how the bill became contentious. They were not willing to accept anything. They pass a bill. Ye pass a bill ni wiye no. Then members of the country, nipa citizens, sorry enom de asem no e court. Senior hana me pese Ghana 14 years. What the assembly court no. The court injuncted processes na ye dey transmit ade no akwakoma mampani no. Into court ni injunct ye say memfa nkoma mampani. That was the decision of the court. Memfa ade no enkoma mampani. Abangbagbe said da court no ne hwan ono nso a body on his own. Parliament are masters of their own laws. Entieni oni chief justice play. Na do no mu opediase. Oni ni ministers ni cabinet opediase. And omunya anti say Parliament wants to bring the bill for assent. And a man asante bedietuo etro koma Parliament ya Attorney General etuye for say court no injunctive process no. Now there are issues with the bill. Deal with the issues. Muria na mufa bill no emra. Bra. Nanado musia wabo Ghana hanyina ni. Musia nanado abo. Ye bonitri so nanado ni or emane mada or so MPP dey so ebeye campaign kese okromu ha. Bra. Even Asenos. So by so the omo country asin for yina say
ye pe one vote akoso
ye pe one vote hampa okay hampa omo country asin for say ye pe si ye tu do question na ye nya one vote so na ye de bill ni gu na ye de so e mani mada so is asin no for e pe mani mada dia omo ntuma Kufuado omo ntuma Charles Opoku na so omo mpe dia omo ntuma do question. Bra, this was the kind of politics the LGBTQ adie. For the first time in our history, Catholic bishops, so no more demonstration. Yeah. Asofo nyina sorry tiae. Adeyana abangbagbe say onu de ontie court injunction no. Na obe transmit bill no. Nti Kufuado sign. Ene o. Ewie unya tumi ni wie ene fede and bibi ati wo John Mahama ani so e ma fede ogitu mu se bill na mbedu Kufuado ho minim so tinam che na se ambedu Kufuado ho okay MPP ya safa ye faith nya hwe nyame no nim bibi a oye monsan le bill ni biom eno mu le bill no senior o mu le bill na Friday me wo na minya ntie se wo ye koye amendments ewo LGBTQ nimo. In fact, when the report in the crowd by Thursday report of the Committee on Constitutional and Legal on the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill. No, what Thursday no the report in about 2 table so. Into me can report no. Na me who amendments now proposing. Ti ho na me sorry call leadership ho. Because na Jerry Ahmed ene wo. Na me Jerry Ahmed ko kasa say Jerry ade amehunie. Na Jerry so no problem. obebo leadership amane na ye hu ne ebe ena obo leadership amane me wo Friday me de ko Thursday me wo Friday ena ye frɛ me say area in team for you no na or propose or ye one of the sponsors of the bill waba into no memrana menene mbeko issues ni munye hwɛ asɛm a ɛwɔ hɔ ti me ko na menene ko kasai then flag the issues we are talking about now ye be ko ho any ye ko pie o dan mu ho in fact ye ba be start bill no ye be start bill bia leaders no emma direction and you can indication what's the indication or the direction of the house 90 mama yariga leader of the house and I say majority leader sorry say Mr. Speaker ye ba be ye amendment no na mum ye be ye from amendment 1 to 10 clause 1 to 10 na Friday na itimia kofi anako ye mpeswa so ye babaka so we knew we were going to do 1 to 10 but now ye problem kese 9 and I'll come there. We have 3 major issues and then a problem can say 9. In the year 9 you do 9 honum. And team for just 9 no penny. No then the bill buy. So almost 9 exemptions now 9 in free mu dia and you're very drawn the bill. Bill no so no nipa 10 na sponsor 6 MPP MPs, 4 NDC MPs. Sam George Bejra, your friends and Tonso and Arita Dole from the NDC. Then we have Honorable Team for Joe, Quashes, Anthony Mie, Honorable Anthony Mie, Nuruddin, Honorable Kabiru, and Honorable your friends Tampuli. 6. That na ye pass a bill no. Na ye no, ye 6 no, move 4 ewo dem ho. Na Honorable Quashes ewo Canada omoye training na Kabiru nso etukwa 4 na e friend say 4 na kan ewo dem NDC 4 no de ba kokura eni dem ho intim e signal ye say obere drop bill no ene ma omodi mirika e possible so if speaker ne buy what is speaker ne say instructions are me di jai was enye no na moye no it say but we must hear because so manya maybe by Monday no ombabe withdraw minimum so team come on good and say speaker no ka say ni omoye no nya sa necessary omoye na that is the basis of what they did because they knew that we had issues issues here biensa number 1 the person we are seeing na ti ase say bill way na omuni koma Akufo-Addo say on sign no enye sa bill no enom de koma omu pese omudi koma John Mahama so on sign Akufo-Addo de no omo ye 31 amendments enye comma spelling the two no omudi abawo amendments that touches the core of the bill minimum so amendments 31 amendment that touches the core of the bill. Into your first pointer, your person Ghana hanyi na obia ti ase ni se bill mienu enye pe ni ana omo si Akufo-Addo sign no enye no nene omu pushi John Mahama amana sign no. 2 your second major issue edie na esisan ye ene eniama nipa bi sorry kan ho asem eniema Ghana fo bi kaseti aye eniema na yesi mu hwe ni ye wo bill no mu a musimu de mu nhwe bibia ye okay bill we de problem ni hu bill we de pepepe in fact Kenya fo kra be fa bill no omo sesa Ghana pe no mo de Kenya ses no mo sign ye bill la any problem ni aka ni sign keke no ye den na ene de mo ye 31 amendments. That was our second position. So the Ghana fo nyina be hu se sebi enye na nado dankwe Akufo-Addo and na on person be sign bill no na 1 bill na ndu ni hompo 2 people had issues with the bill 3 some of the exemptions na mama o bill ni mu no bra it ma bill na ho de no kofa fom na me kire hu wi a me ba be ye the changes. But this is the crux of the matter. Say me catch us here womra e wo krum ha e dealing with sa LGBTQ ade
yeah.
So enka ye hia bewe. Niema bewe hu be hia ye ne se edu baby wo Ghana hanom hu bra na ye nuanom LGBTQ fo no omu eye more campaign omu visibility na kosoro. In fact, to the point that omu ye your friend is saying billboards, parties, programs, to the point that omu pese omu de money na semni kura ehye ye textbooks muma ye nuanom na ye manom ekan hona ye say debi mi emfa mra ebebra tio ebebra the advocacy, the promotion, the funding, the support of LGBTQ Act. In this social law we want sabio wa ana obi a oye gay nimponu ye chinwa punishment ayede man nkro sha na mum ne a obo hu no otiminya 10 years because adwene eta bill na chini say yembra promotion no advocacy no yembra na se so wuyi sa ohonum fi ho ana wodi nsuo gu sa ohonum pe na bill no ayese bema nam no nye bema minim so tinam chana say that is our basis. Enti omukofa proposed amendments ne by she proposed amendment clause 9 in here me de bema na ya fa one by one enye 9 14 clause 9 okay on our start now before san mamin kan your friend is saying 9 no tiu mamin kan 9 no e wo akufo ado die nimu this is in the bill no 8th parliament bill no hwe Osha topic now, and I'll stop the heading now. Propaganda, advocacy, support, and other promotional activities. Utemiye. Or say 9.2. A person shall not promote or support an act prohibited under this act. A person so ye hwanya uni hukwai. Or say engage in, participate in, promote or support an act aimed in changing public opinion towards an act prohibited under this act. C. Offer premises or any other movable or immovable asset or provide any form of assistance for the purposes of promoting an act prohibited under this act. Any. Tio. Ekufo do no na subject to the constitution ewom enso yanfa exemptions amba ama womumu say ene de subject to the constitution nti omo de friend say exemptions aba minimum to me common as now look at the people they are exempted till sa LGBTQ promotion we ho ni pekuo pa omo promote ade we human rights lawyers yen ka say lawyer bia o human rights lawyers. 2. Unim say bill we Ekufuado de no anyway no baby ni ho a eka say so we a lawyer now could the LGBTQ case I bet you baby ni ho baby ni ho eka say we a journalist now discuss LGBTQ asema ye bet you baby ni ho eka say we a doctor now discuss LGBT asema and now say osa LGBT ni ya bet you nothing. But almost are exemptions way to professional legal services are. The point we are making is that ma kwan ama nipa no a oye human rights activist lawyer no obetimi agina sa de we so e de aye sa de no person ye. Minim so ot ya argument na say. It is a whole man to go be obetimi awuram. Thank you.
Say opeso ya.
Thank you.
Obetimi aye.
Thank you. Oyin free wa na say oye ni professional job obi anche no. But here you are exempting him under prohibition of promotion, advocacy, and your friend is saying support and access are there funding. 2. LGBTQ asemi yehunu journals mu yeka journals are public academic public writings yehunu Google and answer internet so any kind books mu ni ade so ti ase So say oma exemptions to academic writing na.
Oma ho
kwan say obi a oye Tankrofo we nso no mu sika.
Of course.
They are influential, they are powerful. Oma kwan say that they can hide under that area to do those things. So what I say. Now, media, the Bena, what report LGBTQ case ya chope.
No.
Been see that. Emrana modia bananson. And kase o report LGBT case ya ncho. So adenti na o exempt media no and now exempt area no for LGBTQ ade no. Because ye GD say ohona obi be hu LGBTQ hu na ma TV so radio so social media. So why do you give those exemptions? Governmental and non-governmental developmental partners kind.
Yeah, Dino.
Yeah, kind.
The dissemination of information by a governmental body, non-governmental organization, development partner, or other body engaged in the delivery of health services or health-related programs.
Bruh,
Devio, Mentias and say, I say, Womo catch and call for say, Mua Mopasam Bohu de.
Yes,
Yamama Queen Sam Bohu de.
I suppose you can know. I have no one person there identify.
Because if all these organizations, agencies, and other activities are exempted there, that's what we have to be here.
And Jaibil no. What's in the say? Jaibil no. Any a bill no here. Me say that medical catcher send ya obetia say me say bibia ewo bill ye we mu no ewo baby fufuro ewo ye mra yi mu. Minim so tini am chena say. Ade a enimpe any prohibition of promotion ni ade no. It is all my exemptions there. Then it is as well telling people that you can use this lacuna
because people who no nim. What for na mra amana say kura de say oya onto mra bia.
Good. Omo argument a omo ye ne say oh yeah na ye clear these professions ye na ye clear LGBT for omo ko barber shop so omo ko barber shop any exempt barber say so omo ko restaurant e go didi exempt restaurant for no so omo ko hotel koda exempt hotel for no so omo tuna taxi mu and omo high car
sure
exempt right everybody knows you so why exempt obia if that the argument they are giving to justify the exemptions no sense argument no me bad there and exempt everybody
because so body no one body wa no more exempt your bodies are
omuna
ade no mbo
thank you okay say Sam George na no ya omo consider bill no with the stakeholders on the ACE commission for nyantoka okay pa Sam George ka chen say ACE commission for and e boss ade no hu deru e ba ni say na the exempt ACE commission for minim say action was hwe opa honorable enim kumewu ono ye human rights chairman one day mani betra ha no oba ka che ni say opese ode letters ni documenta EU UN human rights activists no atro amano on this LGBTQ bill opese ode ba na o kan bi na Ghana fo hu bi so Tankrofo we nu nyina ni mo ba be sia wie na mo be ma exemptions we na person ka chem say dey o ti ase na person enti abrofo mo de munye kum LGBTQ no ye be sign ma mo de ye sign cry some ma mo liwe ya de aye campaign enti o say ye sign enti mo to kro bia mo aye de krokro de John be oni de ya sign Ghana fo ni so no ya sign na emomu no mo so mo betimi ahemo ade me fa ha ya kire mo kwan na mo be fa no minim so tene me chena sia yes ya kire mo kwan na mo be fa no so this is the position of the MPP yes see say mo pese and before me ko hokra ekufu ado nyame o nyame o na no agbangbagben ba ya obe ready ni statement e kan say osre yen reconsider bill no bra meti dem na mira ho onim ni ja mira ho time a ekufu ado ye pass bill ni wie ya enti no ahye oba ho no then time abangbagbe ehu se e was say ɔman ni nyinaa no etimi gye bill ni tum what you say ansana ye da koma aban ya den assign nanso ene de e was say obi atimi gye tum ansa se na be ya asem bi amba say eh yese kufu ado de koto de ne bodwe nyanya ntre de mema mra minim so timi argument na say nyanya ntre de mema mra so seriously odwe hu a ontiase odwe hu a ontiase me say LGBTQ be e say ne a plus opese oye bill bi ode bill bi ba say o yere wo a we be any DNA test sana wait you sana wait o ze nra Sam George asan ko fa foforo bi abetum say omuti o confusion ko me ba kromo asan ko fa foforo bi abetum say o person o hwe the pornographic site na o de your friend say o de ID Ghana card ene be enter no wetimi ahwe bibi say ya ye prime obi adwene o dwene na ba be national issue near starting na the confusion koba sa then people take advantage of it to do politics. Now say oh mrea ya machire baby ya say omo ye changes nintia na ho den no ekofom no machire ho afi yenkohwe the material difference between the bill 31 amendments and any na clause 9 some of them are different. Now yenko clause 1 no o say intinofa bill ya ofa bill ya any shadio this is the bill shadio say otifo be ho a this is application of the bill clause 1 application of the bill na say nipa bill no apply to no the 8th parliament bill we say this bill applies to a person who holds out as a lesbian, a gay, a bisexual, a transgender, a transsexual, queer, etc. Tio, ye kase obi holds out as a tie. E kire se uti hui. Na me say, oh, watali ya washe kura, se matali etimi de mi hu se uye gay. My impression about you, about how you hold yourself, na ya chill. Unim say yo area bi wo a oba bi wo a ye wo no so beto fam say kuro on share skirt da jeans nika ebi mpo a na oni oba na o ti ase but send your dressing quality bill na o de kwa koma kufu ado so nsan no eno no ye chi no o ti na me chana say obi wo a oye koku besia enso ebi kra no nya bi o say bill no say or tell oye ne niama na o holding him hold out as nintino yenche no. Now the new rendition ne om de abafo for say yen pass no omo say yen hold out as nin free ho so what I say na fe ne yen fan hye ho ne say a person who identifies as or professes what I say your person chere ne say afedie enye se ne odwen fa nipa no hu enye se ne awu no na ye se ne nipa na nkasa de na no aka na why na na no beka bra krom why na no beka bibi saw enti bill na ebechi ho ya me ni da se na meka no tiasia
na why na onu nim se obot bia no ka emra be di na
obeka chiro why na beka chiro hwe baby ye raise ye in the 8th parliament mo did the word citizen ebeshim ene ye ka che mo se o ka se citizen a na che se obi ye Nigeria ni no ye gay a untimi chi no
is a Ghana ni
pe obi kra ho a o ye Ghana ni enso wa renounce the citizenship into untimi chi no mentie ene makoko sesa no aye person nti na chese sisi ano e obi asa ye Ghana so ye hifa o hanko ade ebetimi acho. So if an NDC ni kase there is no material difference or boa these are amendment that touches the core of the law. Meaning what in am chena say first no Yes, say. Untimi enye surgery. Emma ubia. Say an agenda. Untimi nye. Bill way. And it's part of the amendment. Sisiano. Ni wanom de aba no wate ase ubetimi aya mo bia.
Se nipa ne ye
be intersect.
Na ose opozo ye oba.
Also bi ha ye wo no. Ye wo no owo ba e na obema.
Yeah.
Minim so tin am chena se. Afa de mo adia tum se sa nipa sa no oba hospital no say yi ba ko a obetimi aye. Minim so tin me ko na se.
Nto pese uyi ne be ma no.
Man ka ne ba na
obetimi aye ma no.
Yes. Yes. So these are material changes that touches the core of the bill. And this is a bill na mo de come Akufo-Addo no. Anyway, enye pe. Yes, enye no kre. Say enye pe. And they themselves admit say, "Omo changes." Name according to no changes ni mom no Emma bill ni papa. Etina na unim say bill na de kwa Akufo-Addo na enye papa na de ko.
E de ye campaign.
Na do the go the bill na unim say enye papa e ko Akufo-Addo so sign. You see the hypocrisy of the NDC omunya achom. You see the hypocrisy of the NDC. Bra, so me pese me catch Ghana ni bia. Say Emma NDC for na down. Woman no mo ka chance wo be sign bill no. Se wo man sign bill na eye ne nka wo de kwa Akufo-Addo so onye no a. Consider bill na wo mo sign no se enye adwuma bia ya tentehu. Minim so tin am chena se ya.
Yeah.
So for ye dada wo ka kire wo se LGBTQ bill no ene betimi aso sa ne ma na no. So for ene me ka kire wo se bill na wo mo sign no promotion ade ku di ntia na wani abrain hu no sa de no wasan makwan
ti betimi aye
nti o betimi aye o wasan makwan nti how who because LGBTQ ade na nkasa no ye wo mra bebre a na e wo Ghana ha eso anu dada sabio ma mi bi so wasemu ye krum ha no tama bewe enyamba ye sabewe ka enyamba onya asente ye bewe enyamba ye se obi e fa sabi obi etoa sabio na emre ni koma ede chido.
Yeah, maybe.
So what is the need for this bill? Minim so tin chena say. What was the need for this bill? Na sabio ohu eba ne ba na omoda na kroma ni ntimi nti wom.
Of course.
Ye chi wom ne de mra di wom, emra wo ha ne edidi wom. Bema ni bema eda na okohu a, emra wo ha ne edidi wom. Enti nka bi wo hu hia, ni enti a de bi oni bae ne se ne ebe brankrofo na wo mo hu dawro. Na de robo no wa my exemptions wo de robo no a na de be oni ko yede. Minim so tin na me chena say.
Yeah, because sa activities ni na no ye wo humra
dada
de ni e wo ho e ye se omo mo bo hu dawro ana se omo ye bibidi asoso
omo sika be sha
pa adwene si so.
Yes.
Ena mra we fufo na aba no so no da ubo ene ana montu a ebe twi nkofo adwene akoso no emra na
one man exemption wo ho enti na be no person
ne se ne asem na no mo koye se LGBT no emra
enti simple case any aka no enti media I am here and the MPP your position here clear say omo pe say you support omo omo fa bill no say ne omo de ko Akufo-Addo no embra na fi say ne omo de Akufo-Addo so on sign na omo ka say ye no omo sign
na majority that say speaker plea no omo nyentum
eye onyankopon na eye na ade bra na afei de omagana fo nyina hu say ye passe be wo parliament na ensan ye
Uti omo ye se Akufo
se na omo ye se Akufo dia passe no anu no o magana fo hu se ye passe be wo parliament ensan ye etimi ko faces bebre mu ansan na bill no aba be ye mra na emum ye nuanu mu de ye politics etiae uti ase ye nuanu mu de ye politics etiae baba men kase mi cho me nim there but me dream say back by move no a strategy. You know why I think like that? So him say ye bill ya or say come Mahama or no sign. Okay. So now pressure na ba beda Mahama. So tie na nu say mo Chatham House na. Utimi hu say pressure wakwa ni so. Pressure wo mampani ni so. Hwe ma me ni bisa ne say ya pass bill no na wo be sign. Utie question na ma me ni bisa no. Afi no bill no kra no ye pass no betete hu sem bi ye no ebinum kra say quorum ebinum kra say procedural lapses bi etina mu mo kakra no mu wi a o de ba me wo route mienu ba come de be ma me attorney general na wa hwem no watumi fo me wi a me da command council of elders no mo so hwem council of states no mo so hwem bra enye wu na Akufo Addo bill no Sam George Catherine's or the bill na brel no tama na wo opposition Sam George afa bill na brel or the brel this new bill you are aware because nipa na also be manage to for attorney general he is a member of parliament and he considered this bill me no let him chena say je futu be na
to nim hu bibia
onim
you were too fun go too dada
oh me can go carry on the floor so me dear like I told you ona o share bo so be magana for LGBTQ bill we never promised that ona share bo entinu go ahead and do bo share but yen so nia ye hu ade nim and your hypocrisy as a political party will point it out to you and no dear yen omo de ba dem so omo de ba omo famba we don't have the numbers parliamentary practice no bibia enche danye explicit wo mu nia abangbagben kan nti fa bi no be nia mama yariga kan o ye right baby nso e betimi ahwe ne biom so obekaya a Mary GOG deal no a Mary deal no 2015 ye pass wie ye no na I was say yes so a recall bill no to look at some things about the bill Ghana Parliament. In fact, vigilante and other related offences bill no and also sa ye pass you had to come back for other consideration. It mean near omumi enu be ba ye na de ye ntimi movie motion ye numbers no ye omuka so betu etia omuka so omu pe omu be ye ni omu pe. When they decide to bring it back, they can bring it back. When they say they won't bring it back, they won't bring it back. But I feel that it is all gimmickry. Almost body delay time to buy time for John Mahama. Yes. So, me dear. So far as ye tio near that's one na shebe dwom ho de. Mami fa de bikra ende. Clause 3 or section 3 of the bill. Nana do dan Akufo Addo de no. Wo me ye fi entirely mami kan ma. And no ye prohibition against subverting family values. Prohibition against subverting family values. Mami kan a person shall not directly or indirectly instigate, command, counsel, procure, elicit, solicit, or in any other manner purposely aid, facilitate, encourage, or promote, whether by personal act or presence of or otherwise, an act that subverts the family value defined in section 90 of this act. 2. A person who contravenes section 1 commit an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of not less than 750 penalty unit and not more than 2,000 penalty unit, or a term of imprisonment of not less than 2 months and not more than 4 months, or to both. And can be and can you only go the entire clause 3 section 3 so when we tell you that bill now the and no try some these are our reasons.